Chapter 12, 12:25 a.m. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective John's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fairy detective lady. I told Lynn what I found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who has been abducted, that the kidnapper had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla, why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old justice minister. I think the stupid old part is little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for some ransom for her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too, like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could have been just coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the power of the dead. I just don't understand any of them. Any of it. Hello connectors, this is the Weirdo Maxim, and welcome back to Let's Play Ghost Trick Part 14. So without further ado, let's find out most of the truth.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your doctor that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
Ugh! How can I believe in you? I'm a journalist.
Please! If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I only calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't?
It's complicated. Why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. I'm being watched and I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution is carried out tonight, then the hostage will be killed. What a difference does it make that is not my daughter? Ooh, that's quite a pickle, Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby?
Inspector Carmelina.
I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended, though you might like to see him. So here it is.
Detective John! Detective John, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lean, please, don't apologize to me. The beauty love between the teacher and the student, it brings a tear to my eyes.
Trick time. So let's read this. You know, didn't you, Inspector Carmelina, that the execution was tonight?
I don't believe I have any obligation to tell you.
And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective John could never have done such a thing.
Oh, 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 come on, baby. I know no such thing.
Huh?
I know two things to be true, and only two things only. One, he was given the death penalty, and two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby?
If that's the case, why did you bring him here?
Whatever do you mean, Long Yeti?
He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So were all those rumors about you were true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everyone has a certain principles that can't go back on, including me. You understand that someday, baby.
That's enough, Lean. But Detective John,
I mean a death row inmate who escaped from the prison. This is how it should be.
but so, how shall we stop Detective John from, execution? The answer is talking to him. So let's talk to him.
So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping.
Some kidnapping us saying that they abducted the justice minister's daughter
That's terrible. What's their demand?
to carry out your execution tonight.
I have no idea why I was so hated, but the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple!
Why not?
Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. Here we go. It's Camilla.
What? Camilla?
I checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No, it can't be.
And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him. I'm the one who sought her. I'm the one who sought Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capital dictator, you said some incredible misguided things. Your dying isn't going to end the girl's suffering. It just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? The murder 5 years ago.
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first.
Bang! I shouldn't have said that, but yeah. And here. Once again, we are going back to the past.
What was that noise?
I looked for the shooters, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there beside Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the corporate agency man did something that wasn't supposed to.
Made an impossible move. An impossible move? The power of the dead before we go to impossible move.
It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I sought Alma. There is no other explanation. That's what I convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would thought of before.
The power of the dead, right?
That day, in the room, power that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who knows about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. That kidnapper who abducted Camilla knew about those powers.
There's no original kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective John. There's still time before dawn, or later anyway. How about you see the case through to the end before you die? An impossible move.
Camilla was quite a little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right. That was an antique gun that had been displayed for years.
So, it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And that's the only strange point was the movement of the Cupid.
Cupid? So remember when Cupid shoots his arrows? It was supposed to not do that. It's supposed to not move rotation wise. It was just supposed to.
It was supposed to shoot arrows without turning around.
Do this. Yeah.
Somebody made a change to that corporation design and then manipulated it.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
Adjustment to the scene. What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course.
The gun, eh? Come to think of it. So there was no gun at the place. Remember? As I do. There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly stitched the gun out of the flames with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain, the gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Emma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hide it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean?
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
That what? In the music box, huh?
I got the different murder weapon already ready to give the police my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. But when I was all done, I turned myself in.
Now let's go back.
Detective John, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time?
It's time to solve that case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective John, and of course, later Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perspective is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake! And then...
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective John.
Lean, where is that music box now?
In taxi Camilla left it there.
That gun is an important evidence. You better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Officer, take care of Detective John. I'll do something about kidnapping so we can't get the minister on ourselves. We can, sorry. And yet again I say, easy enough for you to say. And then we talk once again.
What's going on? Deal with the deal, Mr. Deadrow inmate. A little change in plan. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everyone's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby.
Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend. It's more ways than one. What do you say, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for that important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
I know I'm mixing voice, but it's very hard.
As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow to me. Especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange the prison band to bring him up? What would be so kind?
Yes, sir!
The van should be 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape today was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in this last few minutes of yours, Mr. Deadrow inmate?
Trick time. This is it, guys. We are gonna unsolve this mystery once and for all. Let's finish this mystery by going in the ladies' room. That sounds wrong. Anyways, just as I thought. The little girl is safe in her bed. And that's the chapter. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. The last link is in the long chain of a sad fate. Lit a fire in John's heart. And the chain to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight was related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. That's the chapter, guys. I know there's lots of text, but wow, that lot of text can change everything, doesn't it? It changed Detective John's heart, it changed everything, just miracle. But yeah, we are going to find out the true mystery in the next episode. So this is the Weirdo Maxim, signing out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.